First thing you log in, you always get hit with something, close it out. And I've already recorded this, I'm trying to talk over it. You grab your stuff. Okay, for dispatch missions, what I personally do, and maybe you guys later on will probably do this, is keep it on conquest points only on both of them, and find the people that give the 10% boost. I don't even bother leveling up people anymore. It's all about those conquest points so you can buy PvP gear, especially if you're new. So obviously I'm checking here for you know, bookmarks, whatever. We go to the sanctuary. Oh, sorry, my mouse is here too. I'm just doing it out of habit. Forest. I forgot to turn the sound on, by the way. The game sound will turn on eventually. Now this thing I always empty if it's close, especially if before you're going to bed, because you want that always running, right? Because time's money and all that jazz. Now here's the charms of the week. They come back every Monday, and as a habit, I do check them every day because some days I forget. It just happens. You want to save all your blue items on Sunday, or even Monday, the day of, right? You know what I mean? Try to get in that habit of keeping some of your blue items, because then that's how you make it. Now when it comes to these crafting things, you're eventually going to hit a point where you hit like your Wyvern 11, right, or Banshee, wherever you're at, and you're going to want to convert all these to your level 85, the best one, Hellish. Now you want to max this out, because that's going to give you the best discount. You will save millions, trust me, especially if you're a newer gamer and you got stuck on Wyvern 11 during like a Hunta buff, right? And you got a ton of claws that you can convert to level 85. So yeah. Again, I'm just showing you real quick, guys, which ones I build. As far as priority goes, I totally think the Alchemist is that one right there, this one too, because you want to get into those war missions. And only those two. Do it with the little boy and, what's his name? Ather and Crowsette. That's your best bang for buck. You get way more. And like I said, I don't even worry about leveling up people anymore. And then the steel. You want to max those out too. You guys can look at the math and figure out what's best for you. If you're doing a lot of, especially if you're making Wyvern gear, you want to max that out right away, the one that gives you the discount, because you're going to spend a ton of money. You're always going to be broke in this game, so keep that in mind. Okay, first thing I usually do is I check in the daily reward down there. Okay, and then rewards are available. Boom. Yeah, that's right. I got MVP this last round, which is awesome. Feels good. So you collect that. Obviously, once you guys get in the guild wars, you'll understand how this works more. But now what I normally do here is I go down to World Boss. It's down here. I was confused because they flipped the script. World Boss. Now, you want to do this every time. Trust me, every time. Because that burns. And the reason why I do this first is because some days, you know, when you log in, your energy is maxed, right? You know what I mean? Like you go to bed, you wake up, right? And your energy's maxed. That's why I always run to that right away. Unfortunately, it wasn't available today, but that's okay. I'm not maxed. And then what I do here is, I know a lot of people say do claws here and aid only in trade. I just deal with the rune colors and I just mix it up. The reason why is because you get as many of these points as possible to buy more stuff through the guild. And it's technically free. We're just literally passing. In theory, if we all just did red, you know what I mean? It'd be infinite. So obviously we go in here, we do this. Now this thing right here, the Proof of Courage is hard for some people to get, but you want to get that every day, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So how to get those bad boys is you just got to slap around RB over and over. Y'all know this one. Remember, make sure you're in the unrecord history, whatever. And then eventually urgent missions will pop up. And then you do them here. And after you beat them, that's how you get those crests that you turn in. See, I got the points here now. Now with those, Molagora only, right? Every week, you get that first, because that's time gated. And then after that, what's left, just buy out the artifact charms. That's it, and move on. It's pretty straightforward. Of course, with the armbands up there, like I said, 715, you want to get, these are guild exclusive artifacts. Really good. You're going to have to look at them and kind of decide what you want. What I recommend is for sure, like PvP, Proof of Valor, definitely a good one. It makes you very tanky, hard to kill. Symbol of Unity, if you're DPS and you don't want to miss, this is a good one. Warhorn's very good team oriented. Again, when you look at it, you'll know. I personally do not combine these together because I like to say you can only have one per team in your PvP team. So you can't have all 4 characters wearing Proof of Valor. It'll only work on one person. So what I personally do is like Proof of Valor. There's 3 people in mind I have. Like my Rimuru, my Strauss, and a Ravi. I don't have a Ravi yet, but in my head I do. I will never draft them 3 together. See what I'm saying? So that way, 3 of them always will be ready with the Proof of Valor. Again, you don't have to take my advice to do that, but once you combine these, you cannot unglue them or uncombine them. Also, the Bastion of Hope. Every Soul Reaver I have has this. And you never draft more than one Soul Reaver. At least I don't in my comps. So this is PvP speaking. So that's why I'll never combine these as well. Of course, you will get more value out of them if you combine them, but at least I want to kind of give you an idea. So next what I do is, normally I would grab that, but I don't, because this guy, your pet, is notorious for grabbing energy, right? You always want this energy draining. You don't want to empty your inbox and overload it, because if your energy is not moving, you're wasting energy, because energy is very valuable in this game. So next what I do is I just straight up, you do all your NPC arenas that show up. Your friendship. This is where you also want to farm friendship. See, I got Vildrate. He's my strongest guy that one-shots mostly. See, their friendships going up there. You want to get him the friendship 10, because you technically get 3 free Molagoras specifically for that hero only when you reach friendship 10. So as you can see here, I just go through it. Eventually, you will get to this where even on the hardest difficulty of these NPCs, you'll be able to do that. So don't worry, that this just comes with time. The next thing you want to go now is visit Hoochie. You want to do this every day. Oh, first, actually, what I do is the Abyss. This is kind of a check in my head. This lets me know, personally, when I see this red dot for Abyss, this lets me know, did I visit Hoochie? It's literally my indicator. For Abyss, it really depends on the energy. Remember, like, if you have energy a ton of time, you can do the Abyss now, or you can come back later. But there's risk when coming back later. You could forget about it and forget to Purify. Right there, that here. You go to the first level, as you can see, Hall of Silence. Eventually, you will beat this level down, but you always teleport up here. And then you just run here to the left. It's pretty straightforward. And then you will see Hoochie. You visit him every day. This refreshes every day. He drops these charms. Trust me, you could never have enough of these. Now, he also can drop bookmarks that summon, heroes and mystics. He also drops catalysts. I don't recommend them. They're like 100 and some thousand. And even the rare ones are like 1 million. Do not buy them. It's a ripoff. It really is. Now, here's the Hall of Trials. Again, this is, like I said, after you do this the first time, you don't have to check this every day. But make sure you go in there, you fight him, do your best. You can look up videos how to cheese them or find some builds if you want. You only have to do that once every 14 days. Okay, now we go to adventure mode. Next, what we do is we visit the Goblin. He's in Britannia 3-4. So you obviously run to the first block, and then you're going to hit north. And I think he's the first cat that shows up. Again, he charges more, so be wary of that. But I'm willing to pay it because it's worth it to me. My opinion, I never skip him. Your responsibility is to budget your money in this game a lot. And I know it sounds crazy. So now I go over to the pet house. Sometimes you have free extra tickets because of World Boss. So I click that more than once sometimes just because it's like, I had like 5 tickets saved up, you know what I'm saying? But every day you get 1 free ticket, so make sure you do that. Now what I was doing here was just kind of flipping around, because if you see here I got AP1, Hunt 1. I actually renamed those pets. That's a one-time deal, by the way. If you name them, you have to pay money, I think, or stones to name them again. So this is up to you. But what I did is I named them like Hunt 1, Hunt 2, because then I knew instead of every time logging in like, God, which pet was my hunt pet, or this and that, to combine. Because eventually you have to combine your pets to make them stronger. You can look up a pet guide if you guys really want to know how to do that. But in a nutshell, to organize them better, so like Alter 1 and Alter 2. This tells me eventually this guy is going to feed into this one, right? My number 1's my number 1 priority. That's why I named it that way. Hopefully that helps you. I skipped the reputation for now, because I'll explain why, because you're going to get a gold buff out of it. It only lasts an hour, and you don't want to waste it right now. You get your free summon. Now, what's next I want to say is the ads. A lot of people don't know this as new players, is you actually get free energy. You can get to 100 free energy a day. So you watch an ad, get energy. And this one's a dirty trick, though. If you're playing on an emulator, watch at the end here, look at that. Boom. It takes you out of the game. What you have to do right here is you click the back arrow, and you have to go up here where you search and type in Epic 7 and reopen it. Okay, after that, see no more rewards for the day. Now, okay, next what I do is I go to the shop. I go to the normal. I scroll down. Now, I buy that out through him. Of course, that is sold out right now. I already bought it. I do this on Monday. And this is, remember that compass to visit Hoochie every day when you go buy those charms for him? If you come here first and buy this, you missed the visit Hoochie that day. Unless you're willing to spend your hard-earned Sky Stones, or I think even Leafs, to get back in that day. So that's why I always make it a habit first to remember to do the visit Hoochie. So that you always want to buy this out for the 3. You want to charge up those labyrinths to 3. Get this. You only can get this once a week. It's time gated. Get it. Because once you can do Hell Raid, you burn through these actually pretty quick. I'm lucky I hoarded them forever because I still have some. Now, Transmit Stones. This is the part where you're going to get ready to get hot. You buy those out every week with the Molagoras. That's your priority. And then you get the Ego Fragments. And then you get these 2. Buy all that out every week. Now, I know you're thinking, how the heck do I have that many greenstones? I'll show you. It's pretty easy to get. Friendship. Now, this is the part when we're ready to hunt for the hour, we're going to buy this and Friendship. And we're going to buy the Conquest points. That's where your PvP points come in from NPCs and from farm. Remember doing that those war missions. Always remember to keep getting the ones with the 10% bonus if you can, so you can get that as much as possible. Now here's the part I was saying. Once that second one right there, if you hit that, there's a countdown for 1 hour to get 10% extra gold. And that adds up, right? You're going to want to do, when you're ready though, you get the energy from both those things I showed you. You grab that gold buff, turn on your auto battle repeat. I don't know if it's a new bug, but they uncheck you now. Make sure that's on for your auto and go, right? Just start swinging. Oh, also the pet. Remember, talk to him before as well you go. Because, like I said, if he ends up having energy as well, you want that energy always ticking. This is going to change all the time. This part right here, so keep it with whatever. But right here, to collect dice with you, you see that this N, these little things, these change. They're always different. But basically, you eventually want to you have to do 20 battles of something, 20 arena, 20 hunts, 20 whatever. I wait till that's full to get it, and then see every game. There's always a new mini game. Play this every day. So what that free icon is it lets you unequip your gear for free. It only lasts 12 hours, and it does expire in your bag in 6 days. Personally, I grab it when it's close to the second to the last day of the event, so I have it as long as possible. Now you can rate this for more energy, but you gotta at least play the other 2 things that I just went over to rate it. Make sure you rate it because it's free energy again. Alright, here's where I pretty much finalize my reputation for the day. So you want to at least level up 1 weapon. Here I'm trying to test my luck. Look at that, an 888 weapon. That's pretty much the highest stats you can get for a purple, right? You just got to do one thing into it. As long as you +1 at once. See, it's at +2. That's good enough. You'll see it pop up. Boom. Next, you want to do is go to a hero, and you want to promote a hero. The dogs count too, which is what I do. You know, this time I decided to just go with 1, right? Because in case tomorrow and the day after I don't get a chance to get more of this stuff, I don't have to go out of my way to get my dailies done really quick. And after doing that, voila, I should be at 100, as you can see right there. Sometimes you can fall up short because of like arena and other things, but bam, look at that. That's literally how I do my whole daily. Because you want to get that, look at that, 30 sky stones, can't go wrong there.